Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. So today I have a story to tell you that got me to thinking about battery safety. And I also have a mail call. So stand by and welcome. This is what my battery storage looks like. At least my active storage, meaning those batteries that I'm rotating through. A while back, I was driving to work when I was still working. I had some batteries in my pocket that I forgot I had placed there. And all of a sudden, while I'm driving to work, my pocket started getting really warm. And at first I was like, I wonder why my thigh is so warm. And then it started getting hot. So I pulled over my vehicle, I reached in my pocket, and I had two batteries in there and they were fuming. I mean, they looked like they were going to explode. So I opened my window real quick and I threw them out my window onto the road. No, nothing burned down, but it was somewhat of an emergency because I thought those batteries were going to blow up. But later on, when I got to work, I had a paper clip inside my pocket. I think that those batteries that were in there somehow made a connection to each other and that paper clip, and they started burning off. How rare is that, ladies and gentlemen? But it did happen. So a couple of weeks ago, my kids needed some batteries. And I know exactly where they're at, and I know which ones to use and everything. So I said, just a second, I'll go get it. And I had to actually scrounge to find the batteries that they needed. And I'm like, you know what? There should be an easier way for me to keep these batteries where everyone knows which ones are the ones to be used. That way I can rotate them and not be using newer batteries instead of the older batteries. So I found something that is very nice that can hold a lot of batteries, and I think it's at a very good price point. So I went ahead and ordered one, and it got here a couple of days ago. So I'm going to go ahead and review that for you guys and show you guys how nice it is to have something like that where you can have most of your batteries in one place and put away in a safe manner. I'm not sure how frequent house fires occur because of the mishandling of batteries in your home. I do know that recycling facilities or dump yards and things like that they do have a lot of fires because there are batteries that are thrown away in the trash that end up making a connection and end up making fires. So let me go ahead and show you what I got and show you how nicely these batteries go in there. Now this is called a dock safe, and all it is kind of like a small briefcase that is made to hold an assortment of batteries. Now they have many of these kinds of battery holders on Amazon, but I picked this one because it seemed to be pretty good quality, and it seemed to have a compartment for each battery instead of just having batteries put next to each other. That way the batteries cannot make contact with each other. And I will show you as I take these little foam pieces out that there are compartments for different sized batteries. And once you take it out and put your batteries in, it is very nice because you know exactly what you have just by looking at it. And then you can just go ahead and refill it with your rotatable stock once maybe you get rid of 2 lines or enough for you to put in a new container of batteries. Something that I really like about this is that it comes cushioned on both sides. It has a cushion on the top, and there is also a cushion on the bottom. That way if you drop these, those batteries aren't going to get hit with a really quick shock. All right. Something else that this comes with, which I think is very handy, and we're going to be testing it out today, is just a cheap little battery tester. All right, so this little battery tester will pretty much do any battery that you have, even 9 volts. All right, we're going to go ahead and try this out today so we can test out some of our older batteries to see how they've held up with time. So let me go ahead and take all of these little inserts out. Go ahead and fill them up. That way you guys can see what it looks like, and then we'll test a few of the older batteries that I have to see how they've held up over time, and then we'll do a little mail call. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it looks like after we took out all of the plugs. I still have a couple of plugs here for small batteries, but I think I've got enough open to put the, I forget what you call these kind of batteries, to put these kind of batteries in. I think they're called wafer batteries. I know that someone out there has a great idea on what I can use these for instead of throwing them away. Because what will happen is I'll throw them away, and then I'll read the comments, and someone will be like, yeah, you can use these for this or this or that. And I'm like, oh man, why did I throw them away? Okay, so we have an assortment of batteries here. These C-cell batteries are 5 years old. This AA Duracell battery is 6 years old. This AA battery, which is an off-brand, it doesn't have a date on it, but I'm pretty certain that it's at least 6 years old or older, because I had these before I moved to Alaska. I've had these a very long time. This 9-volt battery is at least 10 years old. This is a 5-year-old battery, I'm pretty sure. Let me see, it's got a date on it. 5-year-old battery, 2025. I thought this battery was newer, but it says here, best used by December 2020. And these Duracell batteries usually have a 10-year shelf life. But I'm not sure exactly how old these are. I don't think I got these 10 years ago. Maybe that's why they were on sale. But this one is, I think, pretty new compared to this one. So we're going to go ahead and test it out. Now, this is a really easy tool to use. All you do is put your batteries in between here, and then you'll see that it has a meter there that tells you whether you should dispose of them, whether they're about halfway through their life, or whether they're really good. So let's start out with our Duracell C-cell battery, and the positive goes to the bottom. You just put it in here, and as you can see, it's all the way to the green. So this is a good one. I'm interested in these because I've had these for a while as well. So let's check it out. And look at that. These have held up pretty well. This is one of my 6-year-old Duracells, the ones that I found in that treasure tote that I was checking out with you guys. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 6-year-old Duracell, still in great condition. These are older than 6 years, I know that. I just don't know exactly what the age is. And let's see what these have. And these are not bad. They're still in pretty good condition. Obviously, the farther to the right, the farther to this side, the better they are. But for being this old, these have held up pretty well. Let's check out these 5-year-old D-cell batteries. And as you can see, it's just about all the way to the green as well. So far, so good. I'm pretty sure that this one is bad because a while back I needed a 9-volt battery, and these were my oldest ones, so I grabbed one of these, and they didn't work really well at all. So we're going to see right now how these look. All you have to do with these is just put them up here. Your negative, this one right here, will go on this one, and the positive on the other one. So let me make sure that I hold this so you guys can see it. And you see there? It definitely still has some life left, but not very much. See that? It's low. So let's try it with the Duracell. The Duracell is in very good shape. Alright, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is a pretty good deal. The price point on this is like in the low 20s. I listed this on my Amazon storefront because I think it's a pretty good idea to keep your batteries organized and well stored. That way you don't have any hazards. Let me go ahead and put all these batteries in here, and then we'll do a little mail call. Now, with all of the batteries that I started with that you saw here in this pile at the beginning of the video, this is what I have left over that won't fit. And I actually found a straggler AA that would go right in there. And then what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to make sure that I keep these batteries in this pocket right here. And another thing that I wanted to go over with you guys is this. If you have a need for specialty batteries, make sure that you get them now while you can and store them away in a safe manner like this. Like, for example, I need these batteries for a remote that I run that runs my ceiling fan. And I have extra of them. So what I'll do with these is I'll just go ahead and put them in this pouch in here with those. That way they'll all be together. And what I'll do going forward is that once one of these piles gets about halfway through, then we'll go ahead and fill them up with a new pack to keep rotating them from our stockpile. And these, I already have plans on using these. I have a few things that need some some D-size batteries and some C-size batteries. I'll use those and make sure that we go through these first before we handle those. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that this is a very nice thing to have. And you know what? For those of you that are long-time preppers, I have to admit that I am going into the phase of prepping where it's really a lot of fun because I have my food that I need. All I do with my food now is keep filling in the gaps. Right? I just keep rotating and filling in the gaps. Every once in a while, when I find a little bit of extra space somewhere, I'll go ahead and store more rice and beans, and I plan on doing that this next year as well, is building a structure to put away more stuff. But meanwhile, it's nice to know that when you have everything that you need for whatever time period you're prepping for, that you can look into things like this and research things like this and have a little bit of fun. To me, this was a little bit of fun. And I have to say that I would recommend something like this. It doesn't have to be this exact same one, but something like this that will keep all of your batteries organized. Can't really go wrong. Look at that. Now it's a little heavy. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Now all our batteries are in here. One place, nice and organized. What do you guys say we do a little mail call? Someone sent me and Victor a Halloween card. So Victor has, all right? But it's a Halloween card, and I think it's very nice. And the funny thing about this is, when I looked at the envelope, the back of it has a little, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it has a little hologram that says R.I.P., rest in peace. And I'm like, what in the world? Is somebody trying to send me a message or something? And then when I opened it, I was like, oh, okay, it's a Halloween card. Thank goodness. Now, a very nice couple sent me these, and I hope you know who you are. So thank you very much, guys. On the letter, they said that they just happened to come across these, and they thought of me, so they thought they'd send me one of each. So thank you very much. And you know for sure that this definitely will not be going to waste. So thank you. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, was a very nice surprise. I received a card and a package from someone that I did one-on-one coaching with over the phone. And just a reminder to those of you that would like to have some one-on-one coaching, all you have to do is send me an email with coach on the subject line, and then I'll put you in line. All right, I'm still working my way up. But you don't have to send me anything, but I truly do appreciate the gift that you sent me, so thank you very much. And this is what got sent to me. You guys know me too well. I got a pack of some chicken bouillon, which I love this chicken bouillon, by the way. This is the powdered kind, right? This is just as good as the other one that's like in a little cube, but it dissolves a lot faster. So thank you. And I'll never run out of my favorite Sazón Goya. So thank you. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, this person sent me, let me see, 1, 2, 4, sent me 10 packs of this coffee, which I have never heard of before, but I am definitely sure that I'm going to enjoy this because it's espresso, and it looks like it's a Hispanic type of coffee. Right? So I haven't tried it yet, but I'm definitely going to try this as soon as my coffee that I'm working on runs out. And I don't mean my 2-year supply. I mean the one that I have in my can right now. And this person also sent me, of course, a brick of one of my favorites, Café Bustelo. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being so kind. And I guess it feels like you guys know me by now because you send me the things that I really enjoy. So thank you. I just want you to know that you don't have to do this, but I truly do appreciate your generosity. Well, I hope you guys got something out of this video, and I hope that if you don't have your batteries set up like I just showed you how I set mine up, that you'll think about it. Even if you make something yourself, you don't have to buy something. You can make something yourself. In all honesty, I'm going to go ahead and order me another one right after I'm done with this video, because I think 2 would be better, because I have a lot more batteries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a good day. Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper. I'm out. And look at this. I just realized that this is Puerto Rico coffee, Puerto Rican coffee. So you know it's got to be good.